Call the meeting to order. Call the roll.
Trustee Healy.
Here.
Trustee Katsinas.
Here.
Trustee Milani.
Here.
Trustee Compass.
Here.
Trustee Reardon.
Here.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Here.
Mayor Peacock.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the October 2nd, 2023 regular meeting minutes.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee Katsinas.
I move to approve the minutes of the Board of Trustee meeting of October 2nd, 2023.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Milani.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Mayor Peacock.
Aye.
Accounts payable October 3rd, 2023 through October 16th, 2023 approval.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee Healy.
I move to approve the accounts payable October 3rd, 2023 through October 16th, 2023 in the amount of $6,299,870.17.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Milani.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Peacock.
Aye.
Consent agenda.
Consent agenda payroll for September 29th, 2023 approval. Item B, Parkway tree plantings fall. Item C, special event permit for Orland Square Mall Boo Bash greater than 400 people. Item D, special event permit for Orland Park Crossing Customer Appreciation Day greater than 100 people. Item E, Lions Club Christmas tree and wreath sales. Item F, this is a paragraph, a resolution approving the local public agency agreement for federal participation to be entered into by the Village of Orland Park and the Illinois Department of Transportation, IDOT, and for the appropriation of village funds for the purpose of paying for the local agency share related to the design engineering of 143rd Street and John Humphrey Drive intersection improvements and dry land bridge expansion under IDOT project number 5ZJJ285, state job number D91264118, CMAQ section number 160007800CH. Item G, approval of engineering design service proposals for Cook County IGA projects, Wolf Road ditch improvements at 139th Street. Item H, approval of engineering design service proposals for Cook County IGA projects, 82nd Avenue East ditch improvements, Basswood Road to Katy Lane. Item I, 145th Place sidewalk design engineering request for proposals, RFP award. Item J, 2023 Fernway PTO Color Run fundraiser. Item K, Sportsplex and Orland Park Health and Fitness Center membership fees. Item L, Centennial Park Aquatic Center weekend hours. Item M, athletic field usage fees. Item N, ordinance authorizing the development of a financing plan for general obligation bond series 2023. Item O, contract extension for financial advisor agreement with PMA Securities LLC. Item P, consideration and action on ordinance providing for the issuance of not to exceed $12.1 million of general obligation bonds, Series 2023, to finance various capital improvements in and for the village, providing for the levy of taxes to pay said bonds and the authorizing the sale of said bonds to the purchaser thereof. I will entertain a motion to approve items A through O of the consent agenda.
So move. Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Milani.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Peacock.
Aye.
Consideration and action on ordinance providing for the issuance of not to exceed $12,100,000 general obligation bond series 2023 to finance various capital improvements in and for the village, providing for the levy of taxes to pay said bonds.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Compass.
I move to adopt an ordinance entitled, an ordinance providing for the issuance of not to exceed $12,100,000 general obligation bonds, Series 2023 of the Village of Orland Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, for the purpose of financing various capital improvements, providing for the levy and collection of a direct annual tax sufficient for the payment of the principal and interest on said bonds, and providing for the sale of said bonds to the purchaser thereof.
Second.
Any comments? We discussed this item last committee of the whole. Call the roll.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
Tinley Park District Memorandum of Understanding.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Malani.
move to approve entering into an MOU with the Tinley Park District to improve the path and stormwater flow at Ledarsky Park and to reimburse the Tinley Park District an amount not to exceed $21,950 for said improvements as detailed in sheet C 3.0.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
2022 to 2026 Audit Services Proposal Approval.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee Healy.
I move to approve awarding RFP 23-045 professional audit services to Sikich LLP of Naperville, Illinois for the fiscal years ending 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and 2026, with fees as detailed in their service proposal for professional audit services dated October 2nd, 2023, and authorize village manager to execute all related contracts and documents subject to the village attorney review.
Second.
And George, a question for you. Can we, if they don't perform in a year, can we exit this contract?
Yeah, our standard contract language always provides for an early termination.
That was important, given what we just experienced, and hopefully these guys will get it done on time.
Yeah, we're,
Get us back on schedule.
yeah, there's a part of this contract escalates work for the first 2 years, so it can get us back on schedule.
Great. Any other comments? Call the roll.
Trustee Healy. Aye. Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
Job Fair and Public Safety Forum, joint events between Orland Park, Tinley Park, Orland Township, and Cook County Commissioner Sean Morrison.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee Katsinas.
I move to approve the Job Fair and Public Safety Forum Memorandum of Understanding between the Village of Orland Park, the Village of Tinley Park, and Orland Township, and authorize the village president to execute said memorandum of understanding, subject to the village attorney review.
Second.
Yeah, and I'll comment on this. I forgot to comment on the Tinley Park District MOU, but I'll just mention that really briefly, that it's just good government. They're working on their park, so we entered into a memorandum of understanding so we could jointly get the work done at the parks at the same time. So just smart and saves both of us money. This one here is for a job fair 1 and a public safety forum 2 between Orland and Tinley. Let's face it, combined Orland and Tinley are about the size of Naperville, so I think it makes a lot of sense for us to make sure we're working together. It's critical that we continue to coordinate, so that's why we're doing this. Any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
Lateral Appointment Police Supervisors Ordinance.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Compass.
move to adopt an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending Title II, Boards and Commissions, Chapter 4, Board of Fire and Police Commissioners, and Title 8, Police, Chapter 1, Police Department of the Orland Park Village Code regarding the lateral appointment of police officers and the assignment of the police officers to the special assignments of Lieutenant and Commander in the Police Department of the Village of Orland Park.
Second.
So I'll just make a few comments. I made some the other day as well, but it's part of our commitment to continuous improvement. We've undertaken an effort to completely review our village code. Ultimately, this project will result in a new and updated village code, so some changes to that. However, while we've been conducting that review, some things get flagged that require us to take action sooner than later. One such item is a section in the village code that restricts the pool of candidates for police supervisory positions. This self-limiting code surprised us all, and we felt it was important not to restrict our village manager or our police chief's ability to promote or hire the most qualified and capable people possible. This is consistent with every other department we have in the village. I think everyone would agree that in order to provide the best services to our community, we should always look to employ the best people for every position in every department, including the police department. It is essential that the village always has a broad and well-qualified pool of candidates to serve throughout our departments. And, you know, we're considering it again tonight, but I think it's very important that we note, you know, maybe the best hire I think we'd all agree upon in the last 30 years was Chief McCarthy, and he came from the Secret Service and came from outside the village. Also, we can't limit a future board. We never know what could happen. There could be a natural disaster. There could be a car crash involving a number of our leadership. There could be just a lot of bad things that, you know, think of the book, Sum of All Fears. If something like that were to happen, God forbid, we have to have the ability to hire capable and qualified people if something happens. So, you know, so this is important, I think, for the village to make sure that we do this and make sure that we don't restrict and tie the hands of our village manager or our police chief. Any other comments?
Mr. Mayor.
Trustee Reardon.
Yeah, when I first heard this and thought, I was absolutely shocked that we have no wiggle room, that we have no, I mean, it's not been brought up before over the last however many years this has been on the books where there hasn't been someone potentially not qualified to fill a role. And if you're a good, you know, officer coming up and you have good credentials, and just because someone is a year older than you or is on a list ahead of you, and that person automatically gets, you know, the deference to that position, just doesn't seem right. So I still hope we do have deference to our own officers if they're as qualified or, you know, equally, that we still look in-house. But it was very surprising that we don't have any wiggle room at all. So I think this is a good change that we need.
Yeah, and I guess what I would add there is, you know, let's just say in a future scenario, we decided to stand up a new unit that we don't currently have, like say a bomb squad or a helicopter unit. We get bigger and for some reason we need that. I can't foresee a time when we could, but I can't foresee 20 years from now. None of us can, right? We don't have anyone in-house qualified for those units, do we? So, you know, we can't predict the future, I guess, is the bottom line. And we're giving our police chief and our village manager the ability to hire the best people available. And I'm confident that we do a great job of developing leaders in our own department, and that they will prove themselves to be qualified for positions, if not every time, almost every time. And you know, so I think this just gives us the opportunity to make sure that that's the case. Any other comments? Call the roll.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
Non-scheduled citizens and visitors.
Oh, we have one, Diana Howard, and a reminder, you have 3 minutes.
Again, everybody. Not sure if it's a comprehension issue or hard of hearing or just a weak constitution, but as I hear you once again put me on blast behind my back was turned with your comment. You came here and admitted that you didn't tell the truth about what I said, you lied. I have a pretty good idea which one it is. But in case it's one of the first two, I'll say it a little louder and slower. You were not allowed to speak. You did storm out. You were agitated in the parking lot and made those statements to the veterans out there. You never re-entered like you said you did to sit and have pizza. But, newsflash, amending one sentence, one whole sentence from a previous statement does not equate to me admitting I lied or did not tell the truth. See, this is how responsible adults behave. They actually correct themselves when they're misspoken. Have you or any of the board yet investigated the statements I originally made? Has it even come to light at all? I said, I know they're true, you know they're true. But I'm guessing not because there hasn't been any mention or correction in any of the board meetings. So go ahead, put me on blast again, because I know one thing for sure, I'm telling the truth, and I got a room full of veterans that know I'm telling the truth. So I ask, what are you guys afraid of? Why aren't you guys asking the question? It gives me joy to know the truth will come out in time. Also, I'm going to skip that for now. You actually want to do something useful for Orland Park? Try fixing the corner by Bill Young Park on 153rd and Huntington Court. While pulling onto 153rd, you can't see oncoming traffic coming unless you pull out in the traffic because the tree line is there blocking the site. And also, you are not supposed to park on the west side as you pull onto Huntington. There's no parking sign there, but it's halfway up the block, and you can't see it. So there's cars parked on the right side, the west side, that are legally parked, and then cars park on the east side, the left side, and they block the traffic trying to come in from 153rd
50 seconds.
or getting out. It's almost caused several accidents there. Just asking if the no parking sign can be moved closer to the park, maybe for the safety of the kids and the safety of the traffic coming in. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anybody else here to speak?
Board comments.
Board comments. Trustee Compass.
So, good evening. I know in the past I said it's not very often that Illinois gets to be on the top of a positive list. Sometimes it's too often on the negative side, but I have to give credit where credit's due. Something I learned recently, did not know before, maybe it's more common knowledge. I'll look to Trustee Healy to see if he knew this. Trustee Healy, did you know who the largest provider of pumpkins is in the United States?
Jack somebody, I don't know who.
It is Illinois. Illinois is a leading pumpkin producer in producing state in the U.S. Over 85% of the world supply of canned pumpkin is canned in Morton, Illinois, just outside of Peoria. So did not know that. So I think maybe kudos is probably more towards Morton and Libby's company there than it is to Illinois at large. But I'll take any win that we can get for Illinois. More locally, though, as we think about the season, if you're looking for ways to enjoy the last days of the spooky season, Village is hosting a ghost bus tour next Thursday. Not this upcoming Thursday, but the Thursday after, October 26th, from 7 to 10 p.m. There's still time to register at bit.ly, that's bit.ly/Orland Ghost Tour. And if the sound instead of a Civil War era cannon is what you need to get your heart racing instead of ghosts, the 1862 Civil War reenactment is a free event hosted at Stellwagen Farm on Saturday, October 28th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's no registration required, but if you need more information, that can be found at orlandpark.org/events. So with that, I hope everyone has a safe and very happy Halloween next week. Thank you.
Trustee Malani.
Who you gonna call? Ghost Bus Tours.
Oh, yes.
Work 2 weeks for that?
Throw a week, try the veal.
Love it.
Anyway,
Go back to your day job.
yeah, I'll go spend more time there. Thank you all for coming tonight. Back 4+ years ago when we joined this board, we were looking to build a village that people could live, work, and play in and enjoy themselves. And seeing all the things that we have going on right now with Schuschler Park being renovated, the Centennial Park West being rebuilt, and now the approval of the term sheet here tonight and hopefully the formal approval next board meeting, we're really building that, and I feel it's great to be a part of that. So thank you to everybody that has made all of this happen over the last 4+ years. Your work does not go unnoticed, so we definitely appreciate everything you've done. Thank you.
Trustee Katsinas.
Just wanted to make people aware that a former trustee for the Village of Orland Park passed away last week. Richard Delacroce served the village as a trustee from April 1991 through March of 2023. Condolences to the Delacroce family and his many friends. Thank you.
Trustee Radiszewski.
I don't have much to say today outside of the fact just with more war going on, it just really saddens me. And, I pray for world peace. And, it is important because there are members of our community who are impacted by this. It's just sad. That's all I have to say.
Trustee Healy.
Okay, on October 19th, Village staff, along with White and Company and Michael Schofield and Kendall Coyne, will present an all-inclusive playground concept and gather input from the audience to develop the final playground plan. Thank you, George, for helping me with that from the village update or whatever. But I think that this playground, an all-inclusive playground that Michael and Kendall are doing is another going to be another great asset for the village. And it's not too late to donate some of your early Christmas money to this cause. So they are accepting donations. So I hope some people can step forward and get that done. So thank you.
Trustee Reardon.
Thanks. Yeah, I echo Trustee Milani's comments. That's what I had written down here, is that a lot of exciting things going on. Very excited to have, the ball rolling here with the triangle. It's been a long road, but I think we've done it responsibly. We've done it within, we've been, realistic in what we can do with that project. And I think we got a really good, like I think Bill said, foundation. It's got good bones and a moving forward plan. And it leads me to thanking the staff again regarding borrowing responsibly and being ready to borrow when things change. I think we did that last year and then again this year when we were ready to go, and it allows us to pay for these things at a very reasonable, cost in terms of borrowing. And so we were ready to do that. So great job with the staff. And then lastly, like Joni said, the conflict, there's so much talk about it, but it's getting worse. And if others start getting involved, that's where we start getting even more worried with American troops being put into position around the world. And so you really think about the families of those who obviously have families in the region itself, but then the military families that are going to get impacted as well. So hopefully we have better days ahead.
Thank you. Unfortunately, Trustee Healy, I won't be able to make it. I will be flying out Thursday night, so I won't be here for that. But I'm hopeful that the public will come out for the 6 p.m. Event with Kendall and Mike and give us some good comments. So tonight again we had some, commentary, unfortunately, and. And I'm just going to go back to the very first meeting when it was that I said some things using the F word and I screamed them in the parking lot, and that the person also said that they had that on video. Admitted 2 board meetings later that I didn't say any of those things. Did not admit that she didn't have it on video, but obviously she does not. So I will go back to the fact she lied and she defamed me. Also in that second meeting, she accused me of stalking her. So I haven't been to her place of business at all, certainly not 3 times. This is a public meeting, she's welcome to do that, but I will remind people who are here that when they come speak here, it's on video, it's on audio, it's all taped, and all of us on this board floor are pretty well, we know that we're on video all the time, and we know that even when we're in public, that's one of the things that we have to deal with. So we're very careful about what we say, what we do, and so we know what we didn't say and what we didn't do, and I'll just leave it at that. There's some disturbing stuff came across my news feed yesterday, and it was kind of upsetting that, that I see the governor is now steering taxpayer funds away from Illinois residents in order to direct them to the care for illegal immigrants. A bunch of different programs that he's cutting. This is a quote from him: "We have taken some of the programs that have pre-existed the crisis and adjusted them to help with the migrant crisis," the governor stated. "Let me give you one example. Our rental assistance program," he continued. We have provided some of the rental assistance money which wasn't originally intended to be about asylum seekers for this challenge." The governor and the leaders of each house just told the reps, senators, and mayors of the state of Illinois just a couple months ago that Illinois could not afford to restore the LGDF. Kevin, how much are we losing in the LGDF every year? Over $6 million? Yeah, about $6 million a year Orland Park is not getting. Some of our neighbors are just, like a Payless Hills or or Harvey. That's about $2 million a year that they get shortchanged by in the state. So they can't afford that, but they're spending more money on this care than they are for all of that. So I'd like to, at the end of the day, it's disgusting to me that money is being diverted to illegal immigrants, and we stand to lose over 6 million, but so do all the other towns around here. It's shameful, and our representatives should hold the governor accountable. Period, dot. It's enough is enough. Restore our LGDF and let us govern, because the state clearly cannot. On a more positive note, thank you to Edwards Development, the Economic Development Advisory Board, the Board of Trustees, and the staff for their hard work developing a term sheet and plan for the triangle. Also, I'd like to thank Vince for creating a great video. I think it's very informative and keeps it simple for people who don't always understand it. And someone who's been dealing with it for 6 years, I understand it. But even new board members and even the new mayor, I can tell you when you first get here, it's like, okay, explain this all to me. I thought that did a really good job of explaining all of that. Additionally, I also have been out to both Schuschler Park and Centennial Park West and have observed the very good progress on both projects. I additionally know that our road projects are wrapping up for the year and we are running out of good weather. I can't see Joel, but I'm sure he's nodding his head back there. Thank you to the board and the staff for getting those road projects done, and I look forward to seeing Schuschler Park and Centennial Park West completed in the spring. I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Compass.
I move to go into executive session for A, approval of minutes, B, pending litigation against, affecting, or on behalf of the village, or when found by the board that such action is probable or imminent.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pika.
Aye. The meeting, call the roll.
Trustee Healy.
Here.
Trustee Katsinas.
Here.
Trustee Malani.
Here.
Trustee Compass.
Here.
Trustee Reardon.
Here.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Here.
Mayor Pika.
Here.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Compass.
I move to approve the settlement agreement and general release by and between Michael Carey and the Village of Orland Park, and authorize village manager to execute said agreement subject to village attorney review.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski. Mayor Pika.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Sorry, we missed it. Trustee Compass.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas. Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pika.
Aye. We're adjourned.